What is going on, guys? It is your boy Cash, and today, well tonight, or whatever the time frame it is where you are at, we got a brand new update, plus we have a dev note. I'm going to do both at the same time. We're going to start off with the update because the update is going to happen now, dev note's going to happen later, so let's just format the video that way. It makes it easy for everybody. Sumia is a new character, and as you guys know, I do not go over new characters in the update video because I'd rather talk about the update, not just the character, because the character, in my opinion, deserves their own. I will be skipping over all that. I do like, I don't know why, I guess they just messed up on this image. But it seems that she's a warrior, and because you know they usually try, she's a fire warrior, and increase the attack on the next turn by 7.5, increase it by 15% when using her non-attack skills. That's kind of hard. Obviously it's probably for her, but I know a lot of warriors that definitely don't have non-attack skills. So hopefully it's good for her. We don't know. I don't know. You guys will know because I know everyone looks at this stuff. I like to treat it separately. We'll see. And this wasn't messed up before. What the heck? This one is a knight. Funny enough, it's a knight, and now like Charles is gone. But we'll see that this one's actually going to be somewhat decent because you can farm it. Drop rate of Sumia and border coin going up. You guys know the drill. That's, you know, a lot of this is why I'm doing the dev note also, because a lot of this is basic side story, all or nothing. Her, Asaria, Sumia, you guys know the drill. If you're this is the same stuff that you usually get every couple of weeks. When one side story comes in, another side story comes in. Doesn't mean that a new character is going to come, but they usually do add a new character because, you know, their pool is still pretty small, I'd have to say. I know a lot of people want to see them introduce more 4 stars and more characters like Sorelia or Zeno, 4 or 5 stars that you can get for free, but they're not doing that right now. So yeah. Stack of coins, which Jesus, man. At least the other ones have like flowers. This one, that's kind of a little lazy bays, but it usually has a tie into the side story, so you know there's a reason for that. Plus her thing is called border coin, so it must have something to do with it. Again, nothing here is new. This is the same stuff we have here. Reputation, same stuff. Nothing is changed here, ladies and gentlemen. Challenge, Domino Knight is going to be a challenge thing, and this is where you're going to be able to get the Sword of Azaria. Alright, so you're gonna get I think it actually shows it here again, yeah, in high definition. Decreases damage suffered by the caster from elite or boss monsters by 15%, and then going up to 30. You will have this max, so this is gonna allow you guys to have a knight. Actually, it's cool because if you do have a DPS knight like Charlotte or Charles, it will actually allow you to, you know, tank a little bit more, 15% less damage. I don't think that a knight has had something to that nature. I know that they have reduced critical damage with I think the adamant shield, I think it is, and then I think they get a defensive boost when they use Aureus. But this one lets them take 30% less damage across the board as long as they're fighting an elite or boss monster, which is good obviously for hunts, raid. What else can I'm thinking? Raid, Abyss. There we go. I always forget about Abyss. Just always forget about Abyss. And then we're doing back with the epic hell mode. Now I always what is the let's go check the rewards for it. They have it here, right? So you want to clear it maybe once for the free sword of Azaria, but I never suggest like farming epic hell, because usually epic hell has a very high stamina rate, and even for 50%, if you guys think about it, and this is how I do it, by the way, this is just me. You try to summon on banners. Well, we mostly try to summon on banners, and that rate is below 1%. And you see people with these characters all the time. So if you need to, you know, take that pride pill, my friend, and hit that 3-7%. If whatever you can, I usually do whatever I can auto. So if I could auto hell, I'll do hell. 20% is really good to me. You know, if you guys know the counter, if you guys see my videos for Ken, counter is 30%. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Unless the epic hell has like really good EXP or something like that, or good drop rates for other things. Oh, yeah, it tells you here, Azaria, attack, defense, equipment. They need to increase that, honestly. When you farm stuff and like the equipment is still like 55 is some cut, especially if you're farming these things. I always hate when you get gear from something where your character has to be above the level, and then the gear that you get in response is like they can't even use it. You can't even level up other characters with it. I always wish that they would fix that. But when we get to the dev note, there's going to be a lot of fixes. Obviously, Charles and his artifact going into the shop. The powder shop is refreshing, which is kind of scaring me because I could have swore I still had time to get Rod of Amaris. Maybe I have to. I don't want to spend money, but or are they just letting you know? Oh no, it's the 27. Yeah, I'm about to say I could have swore. I don't. Why would they put this in here? Like scare the crap out of me. All right. Issues causing the following artifacts to not activate normally. Well, that kind of sucks. If you guys had that and things were happening. Heroes increase the evasion from Mira's brush off. That's funny because I definitely fought her. And decrease recovery from our skill now apply correctly to enemies that have been revived. Okay. Let's see. An issue which the target was not properly designated with Zaratu's Ice Thorn was used during auto battle. Okay. An issue has been fixed in which, contrary to the skill description, using Soul Burn Monty caused increased healing. Improvements have been made to Blazing of Soul Burn, gain an extra turn, and instead extends the duration of Sacred Power. Grants to the caster by 1 turn and gains in it. Oh, they just buffed them. Overall buff. Remains on the screen when the allies. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. It's actually kind of funny. Like the ends, like water bubbles were just like everywhere. Like it didn't matter. Never. She never would leave you guys. Never. Skill description adjusted. I like this stuff when they just like clear up how it's said, how it's worded. Good when the clarification is a big thing in these games because of time. You don't want to like imagine misreading a skill and you built a whole team. It's like, oh no, it doesn't work like that. Oh, whew. Yeah, they gotta always make sure that that stuff is fixed. And these are minor changes. Now let's go to, you guys can read that if you want. Let me scroll it down. You guys can pause and read that. The dev note is way more important, and it's actually more important because I predicted some of it. Alright, so here we go in the dev note. First thing that they're going to be talking about in the dev note is going to be the start of Arena Season 2. So that's going to be the first thing that they're talking about. So let's read, let's just skip ahead a little bit. Let's see. However, after reviewing Arena Season 1, we noticed that some aspects of the Arena discourage players from continuously participating and ranking up in Arena. Therefore, we made changes and added new features to help mitigate these issues. First, if the player has what it takes, the process and the rewards for ranking up will be improved to offer more gratification. I don't know about you guys, but when I play Arena, I usually just got up to like a certain tier, and then I was just kind of happy with it. I wasn't trying to get to the next level because it was just like you got slightly more rewards. So that's, it was like, no real reason to push the challenger, no real reason to push into masters. I think the only incentive was just crystal. And now crystal or skystone is a really big resource. It's good. Allows you to do more refreshes, allows you to do more summons. Obviously you can't do both at the same time, but you had a choice. So this will allow, let's see what they actually have in there. Arena Season 2 players will only be dropped down by 2 leagues after the weekly ranking in order to minimize the effort required to climb back up. Moreover, we intend to update the upper tier matchmaking system so that players will be up against formidable and adequate opponents. So what this means is that now what was happening to me is that I would get like to the second tier, like if you start off with 5 in your league, whatever, and then I can go up to 2, I can even go up to 1, and then if you didn't get up to the next bracket within the week, you went all the way back down to 5. So if I get all the way up to Masters 1, or Gold 1, Silver 1, then you're just going to go back down to 3. So the requirements to get out of your league is actually a little bit easier. So that's pretty cool because I think I can hang in Challenger for a couple matches, but it's like I didn't want to required a lot of refreshes. It requires playing a lot, refreshing, the arena, making sure you're spending all your things on specifically that. Now at least this will allow people to even do the NPC battles, which is free, Skystone, but people weren't really able to do that if they were trying to climb. They had to neglect it. So now if you're not a big arena head, you can at least go up to like tier 3, which is pretty easy. I think if you're decent in your league, you'll get up to the 3, and you go back down to 5. But if you at least get up to 2, you go back down to 4. Then if you go up 3, then you know that's pretty good. You eventually will climb out of it, you know, over the course of time, instead of like pretty much never being able to climb out of it unless you like reuse refreshes. All right. Furthermore, there will be a win streak bonus. Oh, thank God, nice. And depending on the tier, the bonus will grant additional points and conquest points. This is huge. Conquest points, in my opinion, are how you level up your gear. One of the ways I like to do it anyway is I just stack up like when I want to do gear leveling up, I stack my conquest points out high as possible, and I just buy all the charms over and over and over again. So I can just plus 15 any gear, obviously, as long as it's weapon, helmet, chest, or boots. And then if you want to do your artifacts, you have to not artifacts, sorry, you want to do your ring, your necklace, you have to stack up on ancient coin, you know, and then that's pretty much what the high command is for. So you know you can just keep stacking that up. Like I got like 3k, almost 4k arena points, conquest points, and that's, you know, that's just me eventually gonna max some gear out. So yeah, players will also be able to view their seasonal and weekly win rate and success defense rate in arena. This will allow players to view statistics. I'm hoping that they talk about friendlies, but I don't think that they have friendlies. Like, oh, you was great a week ago. We also cannot forget about the unknown slate in the new seasonal equipment. In Season 2, players will need an additional form of arena currency. Oh, this might be scary. Glory Crest to purchase as aforementioned items. Glory Crest will be given at the end of each weekly ranking change, but can also be obtained by regularly participating in the arena. With these Glory Crests and Conquest points, players will be available to purchase level 88 Season 2 equipment and new frame designs for their rep heroes. Frame design. Oh, like that? Fuck. Sorry, but I'm definitely gonna get, like, frame design is kind of trash. That doesn't seem like that cool, in my opinion. Please note that the Glory Crest will be reset at the end of the season. Don't forget to use them before it's too late. So they're introducing a new currency, which wish we could see it. Do they show it? These are the standard. Can I get this account? Can I get this account? But it says, I guess it says for the equipment and for the equipment and for what's it called, just for those frames. I don't know, unless those frames get really crazy. We'll see. I guess we'll see, right? Hero rebalancing. The goal of the hero rebalancing is to encourage players to use different heroes for different content within Epic 7. In regards to PvP, players should be able to strategize and battle efficiently against certain team compositions, aka Luna. I took a picture of my phone. If I can, I probably won't put it in here, but it was just like it was a full 5 straight lines of Luna. And it kind of sucks because I have so many fire heroes in my account, and I'm like, dang, I really need to get Charles. I need to get like Katuja up. I need to get, you know, Villager Bologna like to a sustainable level, because this water is getting out of control. Kisei, Luna running arena right now, and Deanne, of course, is a big one. Angelica is a big one. You know, you see all this water, so if you just happen to just get the crap end of the stick and you was training up fire for the beginning of the game, pretty much because of Wyvern before they introduced 11. Then all of a sudden you need all these water characters, and again, now you raising up water. And I guess you can fight water v water, right? But no one's really doing Banshee. Like, no one likes counter and crit damage set like I do. So it's just kind of, you know, I mean, not no one, but you know, it's kind of funny. Like, you didn't really have, you wasn't bad. Now these Lunas and Chlories and all these, you know, well, Chlories doesn't count, I guess, but it's crazy. So let's see what they're saying about that. Our team has been keeping close track of which heroes are being used by going on YouTube. After careful analysis, we have decided to make improvements to increased effort percentages from awakening for specific heroes. We also plan to balance overpowered heroes who severely affect the current meta with no counters. Now, that's a little scary because there is counters to everything. The only way you would say that there are no counters if they were going by free-to-play mindset. That's scary because, like, don't nerf Luna. Oh God, don't nerf Luna. As much as I don't like, as much as I think Luna is overrated, like she's like, you know, she's just a high DPS single target DPS, which makes sense. If you're a single target, your DPS should be good. You know, I don't want Vildred doing Luna damage across 4 targets. Like, that's insane. So maybe totally, but just definitely not each individual target taking 21k. Only like Ludwig, I think, is doing that, and that's with a super duper setup. But does he need a counter? Like, no. Like, you need strippers. I mean, they should introduce more stripping or unable to buff characters with decent speed. I mean, if that's what they want to call a counter, but they have to be very careful with that. Any heroes directly affected by these changes will be available for recall. That doesn't matter, and players will be able to receive all currencies and materials used for the heroes. Lastly, we plan to improve heroes who haven't been able to be effective and used as intended. That would be like Zeno. Zeno's like the only character I think that they should rework him a little bit, like make all his skills scale with his S2. That would be a really good change for him, like his S1 and S3, and he gets defense every time someone uses a non-player skill. But see, then again, is it they made a bad character, or people aren't investing? Because you could look at a lot of characters. You can even look at Luna. If everyone was ruining Luna badly and think, oh, she does no damage, bro, her series hits garbage, then people are like, oh, we gotta buff it. And then the people that are building it correctly, like, oh yeah, thanks for that. You know, like, it's very touchy stuff, because a lot of people, YouTube, and I would even include myself, and half the people that put out guides and informational stuff, there's a reason why people want that stuff, because they don't know what the hell they're doing. And there's nothing in the game that tells you to farm Wyvern because this character would be good on speed. Like, even Vildred says he said that he's good on speed, but I've had better. My Vildred did more damage when he was on attack set. That's all I'm gonna say. But you know, how do you know how to build these characters? The game doesn't necessarily tell you. They might tell you, oh, the increased max HP, but even with Ken's my favorite character, how much HP does he need to do good damage? Because he does scale off attack a little bit. What's better? Will your Ken be crap if you went attack set, HP, and then like HP on the right side? How would you know? You don't know, and that's, you know, does that make Ken a bad character if people are building like that? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So it's hard to say that certain characters need counters when people either don't know what they're doing, they don't have a stripper, they don't know what a stripper is, they don't have Roman, like, whatever. You know, we'll have to see, right? A more detailed account of the hero balance will be updated. And I don't know how you guys feel about the recall. Remember, they nerfed Ricorous. People probably recalled him, and then they gave him a specialty change, and they didn't put him, like, the challenge, instead of the challenge currently should have been like to get a free Ricorous, so everyone can enjoy the special chains. I don't even go over special chains because I don't have them. So same thing with Axe God. It's like, oh, nice, I don't have Axe God, so I don't really care. So, and for people that do, and like if they nerf your character that you've been using, like let's say they tone down Bellona, you know, Bellona's too strong. That's mad time. Like, even if you give me back my resources, you can't give me back the time that I spent leveling her up. Yes, you can technically somewhat try to by giving me all her Molagoras, giving me all her resources spent, then I dump it into another character. But I'm not a fan of that, because you know, it's the game's a grind enough, and to go from using a character, enjoying the character, and then the character gets nerfed to the point where you would consider almost deleting the character off your account and putting in resources into another one. This isn't a fighting game. When you nerf a character in a fighting game, okay, it does suck. You lose a lot of time, right? But you know, then you can put in, you know, some time into another character. But this game, like, you want to invest into a character and they just stay good for like pretty much forever. I know they do nerfs and balances in all these gacha games, but you know, I feel like if they nerf my character in a fighting game, it's not as bad. You know, you already paid for the game. You know, they can pretty much balance the character. But when you invest, like sometimes you summon hundreds of dollars. Not myself, but I know others that do. If you summon Bellona and it took you hundreds of dollars and then they just nerfed her, wouldn't that suck? Yeah, you get the awakened material back. Yeah, you get the Molagoras back. But now you can't use that character. I don't know. Unless they're issuing refunds, right? Oh, how much money did you spend to get this character? I'll be like, yo, I spent like $1,000, bro. But that's just my point. I don't know how you guys feel. Let me know how you guys feel about hero rebalancing when they do stuff like that. You got to be really careful with that stuff. Because like Ravi, I know they nerfed her into the ground, right? Why? There wasn't, at least in global, there wasn't even a meta that she mattered in at all. Besides her just being a good farming unit. They nerfing farmers out here? Damn. Sad day. Mulligora improvement after conducting thorough research. I'm sorry. Bro, after watching YouTube, that's why I said it before too. After watching YouTube, because Reddit, sometimes I feel like Reddit doesn't really like harp down on these people, harp down as much, but YouTubers definitely they'll speak mine. I definitely speak mine about the Mulligora issue multiple times. We still believe that some obstacles remain. One of the biggest obstacles is the number of Mulligoras needed to enhance skills. Absolutely, it's ridiculous. Now, I'm not going to read this whole thing. I can pretty much summarize it. Is that pretty much currently players are able to, we believe that this is the method. So here we go. This is the most important part right here. Therefore, players will now be able to exchange 4 for 1 in the in-game shop for Mulligora. This is great. So they're still, they're never to get a Mulligora Go, which I just don't like the system. Just take it. Just 1 Mulligora and then 2 for this wheel, 3 for this skill. It shouldn't take so long. I just want to use all my characters at their best, and that's pretty much what they're saying here. Like, oh, characters are so good, these characters are so great, but it's like, well, you can only get like maybe 1 team, and especially if they're talking about making arena more interesting, some of these characters, like if I were to look at Tamarine, for example, here we go. So just looking at her skill in hands, right? So just to get this 1, and this is a big thing for her, like to bring her thing down to 8 turns, I need 2 Mulligora Goes. So that in the past, that's 10 Mulligora. You know, and that takes a while, and that's a lot that you have to invest just to put into 1 character. You know, obviously you go down to here. You know, there's a lot of investment that you have to put in. So this is 1, 3, 6, 9, 14, 19. Ugh. What is that? 15, 19, 34, right? 34? If you don't get the hoochie, right? To get the 4, to find the 4 for 1. So like each Mulligora is 5. Mulligora Go is 5, right? And that's just for the S2. Still, that's a lot, and that's just for 1 character. And you're getting like a decent amount. I think you're definitely getting below 20. If I remember, we did the math before the Mulligora. I think you're getting below 20 a month. I think that's, I forgot if that's including. I think that is including side story stuff. So you know, with the shop and stuff like that, you're getting 120. Sorry, you're getting 20, less than 20 a month. So it takes a while. So they're gonna reduce it. Here it is. The additional Mulligoras will be returned to our players after the adjustments have been made. We hope that this will allow our players to develop heroes with more ease and make the meta more dynamic. So they're gonna give you back the refund. So like I said, if you were on Tamarine's S2, invested the 34, I think it was, Mulligoras, and then they just reduced that in half to like 17 or something like that, because half of 34 is 17. My math has been bad in some videos, so please forgive me. So, you know, that's 17 more Mulligoras you can then put and finish the rest of her kit. You know, and then you have a finished character. That's the thing that I think is most important, the finished characters. So you get them the gear, you awaken them fully, you max their skills out, and they're done. And you can work on other projects. So when you are like finished doing everything in the game, like you complete it, you can actually work on fun things. Like in the beginning of these games, not that you don't have fun, but you have to work on specific things, like to farm this, get a farmer to get your fodders ready so you can make 6 stars. So when you're done with all that, if it takes like so long just to work on another character, you have no incentive unless you're spending money. Then you know that you can easily fill that gap. But that's kind of crappy. It's kind of crappy when you have to, you know, oh god, it's gonna take me 2 months to have my Tamarine up and running. It's like, ugh, it sounds disgusting. So And next up, Catalyst. I made a video on this and it's funny. I think someone just recently commented on it too. Is that the second obstacle in the hero? I'm gonna read all of this because I'm just too excited. The second obstacle in hero development is the Catalyst. Outside of the exchange shop and side stories, Catalyst drops were rare and were often difficult to farm. Therefore, we plan to add a new system, a regional market where players are guaranteed to obtain Catalyst. Now, I know some people think that the game, it should be grindy. What are you talking about? Yes, it should be grindy, but players need like feedback. I guess I don't know the proper term. Someone that's into psychology probably knows the proper term, or science, whatever. We need something that's like, oh, I've been playing for 2-3 hours. I'm happy I got this. Now you can say, well, you should be doing fodder, you should be doing XYZ, you should be doing this. I got you. But while you're doing other things. But when I'm looking to do one specific thing, when you go to hunt, no matter what, you always get something when you're in hunt. Either you get a piece, but you're always getting crafting material. And yes, the crafting might not turn out in your way, but at least when you farm hunt, you're doing it for a purpose and you're getting something. If you're going for catalyst farming, there's nothing if you're just going to catalyst farming. So hopefully this is the answer. Savara's emporiums will expand into each region, and players will be able to exchange contributions in each world difficulty region for the regional catalyst. Catalysts available for exchange will have a weekly limit. With this feature, players will be able to obtain the desired catalyst with enough farming. We hope that this will help streamline hero development for all hires. So that's all I wanted. That's honestly all I've wanted in this game since the beginning, once I saw how crazy catalysts were. Just give me something that, even if it says, like, so they said for a week, right? If I can get 3 epic catalysts that I need a week, I'm fine with that. That means, let's say it takes 10. Let me bring it into the game. I actually like doing that instead of just looking at the patch. We're gonna take the boy Ken. We're gonna take the young man Ken, right? Right now, I have not awakened him. As you guys know, I would definitely have this character awakened if I could, but I need 10 of the Dragon's Wrath. I've gotten 0. Actually, no, I gotten I think 3, and I've been farming it. And I would say not as much as I would say is necessary for the current way that if you want to farm something. I definitely haven't farmed it because I get discouraged. I'm not gonna lie. And the Dragon's Wrath that I put, I'm gonna finish his skills first, and then I'm gonna go. But as you guys saw, it takes 10. So if it took 3 weeks to finish him out while doing the other ones, like, because they said regional, right? So I will do the region, which is for Dragon's Wrath. That's 3S. So when I'm farming for Ken, remember it's based on the Zodiac. So when I'm farming stuff for Ken, then I can also probably go get the stuff for other Capricorns. Guess who else is a Capricorn? Bologna. So I can farm my stuff for Ken, finish Ken out, and then be working on Bologna, and then boom, go to the stage for the next sign. Get my Gemini ones. Get my, who the hell are you? Taurus ones. And then all of a sudden, people can take more risks. It's not as bad to invest in characters. You don't have to wait for a recall after, like you could just, honestly, you wouldn't even, that we just spoke about the recall, you wouldn't even need to recall characters because it's like, oh, he got nerfed. He's not the best thing in the world, but I didn't spend too much on him. So, or I didn't invest, I didn't have to go crazy on him. So let me just leave him there. They might rebuff him or something like that. Now I can just put some stuff like that. Like, I think recalling is, I would never advise anyone to recall anything, unless the character is rendered useless, or maybe it was a character you built because it fulfilled something, and then you got a new character that does that now. But it's just like you lose a character that you invest. I don't know. Oof, you guys tell me if you recalled. I know some people recalled a lot of characters, but like, would you recall a 4-star heavily invested, 5-star heavily invested? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. And that is it for the dev notes. We also have additional limited time events planned to make episode more enjoyable. For instance, we are working on timed events where players will receive additional XP and gold. We also plan to have a time event where players will be able to equip and unequip gear for free. This has been a thing in Summoner's War, and I was kind of wondering if they would do that. They can even do no stamina, no energy for an hour. It does. I know a lot of people sometimes don't like timed events because it makes people feel like the game is a job. It's like, oh, it's 3 o'clock, I gotta play, but at the same time, you should just have it. If you can take advantage of it, you can. But knowing that it's in the game, I think is better, even if you can't take advantage of it. Like, oh, this is a day I can unequip my gear for free, or let me take the time to run into the bathroom at work real quick, unequip all my gear. And that's all you need to do, right? You don't actually need to equip anything. Take all your gear off real quick, and then start going into the process of re-equipping stuff. Just take it all off in the bathroom. Take it all off in the bathroom. All right. In other news, we also have a collaboration in the making. Not only will the heroes reflect the characters from our collaboration partner, but will also come with Epic 7 style story. These new collaboration characters will also have a design quality that makes Epic 7 so amazing. We are doing our best to make this collaboration exceptional, so we ask for your continued support and love. In regards to the southern continent of the Rotten Earth, this is where Violet is from. And I think someone else too. Violet is from here. Mentioned previously in our side stories, we plan on introducing its new story journal in episode 2 at a later date. When the time is right, we will visit you again with another developer note. They didn't really need to say that. They could just, end up doing it when it comes out. But I can't say that because I know a lot of gaming companies are radio silent. So that just lets us know, I guess. They should have said it. I retake that statement, sorry. There have also been some big changes around Super Creative. First, we're excited to announce that we have become part of the Smilegate family. Oh, wait, what that? Wasn't that always a thing? Whatever. We hope this helps us provide better service and the best gaming experience for all of our hearers. There was also a celebration event in Taiwan where we got to meet around 100 hearers to celebrate every 700 days. We are happy to. Okay. All right. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I tried to explain, the patch. I don't sugarcoat a damn thing. So hope that is good. I think the game is going in the right direction. I'm happy that they're addressing the Molagora and the Catalyst, so you can spend less time farming for like 2 units and actually enjoy the game. I know the game's supposed to be grindy. I know that this might scare people because then you're gonna have to deal with people buying Molagora packs, buying Catalyst packs, on top of the ease of use of the stuff. But us free-to-play middle players, which is the majority of the community, need something. We're not buying Molagora packs, we're not doing that. So, it sucks when we can't even play a full maxed out team, and it's gonna take us 2 years if you go by like not spending money or some crazy stuff just to get a character online. And it just it helps that they're making it easier. And they have competition. They want people to obviously stay on their game and not run off to another game because they've been trying to get this. I've been farming this stage for 16,000 years and I got one epic catalyst drop and I went on this game and I got everything I needed. And the character, you never want that. You don't want that on your Reddit. You don't want that on your YouTube comments. You don't want that on your reviews. So, they want to be like, yeah, it takes a week or 2 to get a character up, but it's not that bad. That's what you want. That's honestly what you want. If the response is shut up and grind, it only takes a week. If you tell me something only takes me 2-3 weeks, that's not that bad. When as far as like going, and then when I say 2-3 weeks, that means going on doing that specific thing and then stopping, not going on playing for the entire day. Like there's a huge difference between that. Because if I only have a couple hours to play and I want to do something specific, I should be able to do that. Like, not let me do everything in like the entirety of the day, farm hunt for like 8 hours and not get a good thing, but if you can farm hunt and then within a week maybe get a one good character, like one character geared up, that's not bad. But if it takes you like months, oh no, buddy, oh no, that's not good. It's not good. And people will just quit. It's like, I can't even gear one character. system is trash. All right, so I talk too much, and I am too excited not to go on to Surma, the new character. So I'm gonna get that going. This is gonna come up first, as always, because I know this is more important for some people to see. And then after that, I will upload the Surma video, and I usually do I'll usually put that on Reddit instead of this, because I feel like people know this already, but my impressions on characters are just a little bit more fun. So yeah, peace.